Good morning, YouTubers. Another episode of Shit That Pisses Me Off. Oh man, I had to cut things down. Have so much to talk about. Let's get straight to the shit. James Dean Stacy. He's an individual that, if you see him, I mean, you look at him and you know he is not an evil or vicious person, but yet his constitutional rights are being denied. This gentleman, upon hearing Mr. Obama state to his DEA, back off of medical marijuana, this gentleman decided it would be a good idea to open up a dispensary type business. Within a few months, he was busted, and he's looking at 10 years for manufacturing, blah, 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 distribution, because he's trying to provide a service to medical patients, because people in certain states, 10th Amendment right, hello people, this is what I'm trying to drive across, is the 10th Amendment right. This man's 10th Amendment right is being stomped on because the federal judge in the case states that he cannot use the rule in 69.51 or whatever his state, Cali's his state, whatever his initiative number is, RCW number is, whatever, also allows for a viable defense. This federal judge is taking his 10th Amendment and just throwing it out the door. It's out the window. It's gone. He can't even use it. And that's the only defense he has. This is a gentleman, a kind gentleman that showed compassion to provide people with medicine. And hello, Mr. Cesar. You say it's not a medicine? Okay, up until 74 years ago, the earliest record of cannabis being medicine is 2600 BC. 2600 BC written record. Okay? Then some jerkwad comes along that's a racist a-hole. Oh, only Negroes smoke marijuana, and if white women smoke it, they'll have sex with Negroes. DuPont, the cotton textiles, the wood textiles, they all lied. And you all are sitting there on your asses depriving people of their constitutional rights. That judge took an oath to uphold the Constitution of the United States of America, people, and this man's rights are being denied. Are you kidding me? What the hell? I got to get off that subject. Mr. Stacy, I am with you. I am going to do what I can. Mark Emery, I've done what I can. I'm trying to encourage people to write Mr. Obama. That man needs to apologize to you and send you back to your country. Anyhow, on to the next subject. Speaking of constitutional rights, I was watching John Strassel's show, and it was just going around documenting different injustices and people getting snuffed on and stomped on like the Constitution is a relic. I'm getting really tired of people treating it like it's a relic because it's words to live by. That and the 10 Commandments. The Constitution and the 10 Commandments are words to live by. That's all we need. Thank you, Mr. Paul. Bacon Lady of Los Angeles County. This woman is an immigrant. She immigrated here. She bought herself a little stand. She sold hot dogs, all kinds of stuff, and she had a particular item that was very popular. It was a hot dog on a stick with bacon wrapped around it. Oh my God, sounds ew, but I mean, it probably is really good. Los Angeles County came in and basically threatened her so she would stop selling it because it's unhealthy for you. Here we go, folks. Oh, we're going to tell you what you can and cannot put into your mouth, what you can and cannot eat. And they're like, oh, and they're using, I saw this shit bird on the news. Oh, by 2020, 75% of the population of the United States is going to be overweight, blah, blah, blah. Okay, we know this, and it's their choice. If they want to be fat, that's their problem. But to deny this woman to sell bacon-wrapped hot dogs, her business, that was, boom. She put her kids through college, or was at least trying to. Maybe, this poor woman just went, in the toilet because of Los Angeles County felt that they had to save people from themselves. Are you kidding me? Mm-mm. That shit wouldn't fly in my town. Let's see here. Because as I see it, ouch, sorry. The government doesn't have dominion over our bodies. Period. But yet they're still trying to do it. People want to get all pissed off. Oh, and by the way, that woman, the cute little petite girl, she was so sweet. Well, she isn't a girl, she's a woman because she's like in her 40s. Was a Mexican. Come over here seeking the American dream and got squished, got oppressed. Oh, hey, I think I discovered their secret plan. They're going to oppress us so nobody wants to come here. Is that how they're going to do it? I don't think so. Don't think so, because I have no qualms with people immigrating here. It's just the ones that come across the border with lots and lots of dangerous shit and shoot at our border patrol people. Those are the kind of people that piss me off. But that's a whole other issue that we'll touch on, immigration. That's a hot button too, and I have my opinion of it, and I think NAFTA really screwed the Mexicans. Yes, it did. I said it. NAFTA screwed the Mexicans. Thanks, Mr. Clinton. Let's see. Don't ask, don't tell. I'm getting pretty tired of that because I don't know what all the legislation is for don't ask, don't tell. Didn't read it, but it pretty much, I have to agree with drinking with Bob. It's a mind your own business. Government has no business getting involved in the Institute of Marriage. Thank you, Mr. Paul. Yeah, I think if two people live together, one stays home, keeps the house clean, the other one goes to work. It doesn't matter if it's man, man, girl, girl, man, girl. Benefits are benefits. We're all human beings. And once people, I think the government, all these government, every time I fill something out, I'm sure they get really mad because I mark the other button and I write human. When this country stops defining us by our color, the only two things that should define us, if they want numbers, okay, which is fair, okay, age and sex. If you're hermaphrodite, put Hermie. It doesn't, whatever. Male, female, or whatever which you want to be your wiener that day, whatever, who cares? Define us by our age and our sex. Stop saying, oh, well, so many black people do this, and so many white people do this, and so many. I only see one race of human being. Well, two. There's good human beings and evil human beings. And then there's the gray area in between. There's a lot of those, and I fall into that category. I mean, I'm more over towards the good, but I'm still in the gray because of my mouth. Anyhow, I just wanted to touch bases on those issues. I'm a constitutionalist. If I got to be labeled, that's what I am. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a libertarian. I'm not a Republican. I'm not this, that, and the other. I don't segregate myself. That's why I believe there's a creator. I'm not a Catholic. I'm not this. I'm not that. I'm not this. I'm not that. I'm not this. I'm not that. I don't segregate myself. We're all human beings. We're all living creatures in this, on this ball of dirt. And the sooner our government realizes that the Constitution of the United States is not a relic, the better off they're going to be, because you've woken up a sleeping giant. We the people are waking up. And it's not going to be pretty, okay? It's not going to be pretty. I don't want it to not be pretty. I want it to be pretty. I want us to stand up. I want us to email. I want us to call. So when I have an issue that needs to be looked at, which James, Dean, Stacy, I ain't done yet. I'm getting names. I'm getting numbers. I'm going to start publicizing because that's ridiculous. This bacon lady, I'm going to do that too. I'm going to talk to the Los Angeles DOH because that's just freaking ridiculous. Just stupid that they can sit there. Oh, well, we're going to squish you because we're trying to save people from themselves. Whatever, people want to be fat, that's their business. Okay, survival of the fittest, remember? Whatever, they want to do that to themselves. Who am I to tell them? Don't. Anyhow, you guys be safe, and remember, trust no one.